Well, we are very excited because we finally got our Mach 3 camshafts in stock and shipping. So what is a Mach 3 camshaft? Well, here we're developing these Race Spec series of engines, and we're developing race swap cams to go with those engines. So these camshafts are developed for racing applications and swap applications where we don't have to worry about factory control systems and whether you need a tune or not, and we don't have to worry about meeting emissions. So these are developed specifically for our series of Race Spec engines, and while we're developing those engines, we're also developing, testing, honing, refining the camshafts we select. They're not off-the-shelf grinds, they're grinds we're developing with those engines. The first of those was this Mach 3 camshaft, developed with our 1450 plus horsepower Race Spec engine that we sell for drag packs, which has been proven to work very well. In a drag pack, 3,630 pound car, 9-inch tires, that 1450 horsepower engine will go 770s all day long, all year long. So this camshaft was developed for that. It's a hydraulic roller camshaft. It works very well in lightly boosted, smaller displacement applications or in larger displacement NA applications. And what do I mean by smaller displacement? Well, less than 400 cubic inches. That 1450 horsepower Race Spec engine that I'm talking about, that engine is 392 cubic inches. And with this camshaft in it, just to show how good this cam is and how well it works, it makes over 1400 horsepower starting at 6,800 RPM. It continues to make over 1400 horsepower all the way out to 7,900, which is about the limit of this hydraulic roller camshaft using stock or Johnson type roller lifters. And in those applications with the right springs, you can go almost up to 8,000 RPM with this hydraulic roller camshaft. So we found this to be a fantastic cam we've developed. We couldn't be more excited to be shipping it and shipping it now. I'll just show you what you're gonna get in the box. It's the Mach 3 cam. It says right on the outside, the little basic specifications, intake and exhaust lift with a 165 rocker. Theoretical or perfect ratio would be 605, 613. Its intake and exhaust duration, a little bit long, but still runs very well. 293 degrees, 313 degrees advertised duration. So that's the kind of basic specs on this camshaft. Again, we're developing other camshafts for applications beginning with our low-end 600 horsepower Race Spec engine, and that's the Mach 1 camshaft that will be soon available. Then the Mach 2 camshaft for our 700 plus horsepower Race Spec engine, and that will soon also be available. This Mach 3 camshaft, all of those are hydraulic roller camshafts. And then the camshaft above this, the Mach 4 camshaft in our 1600 plus horsepower Race Spec engine, that will soon be available also. But we have this one, the Mach 3, and it's shipping. So what do you get when you order one? Well, the first thing you get is a made in the USA, super high quality camshaft from manufacturers who know how to make these camshafts. And it's again, not one derived from existing curves and what people have found, but something we specifically developed. So this is a VVT style camshaft. All these camshafts in our Mach series line will be VVT. So this has got the VVT end on it that you might recognize. It's stamped there pretty clearly, made in the USA, which we love. And it comes with a cam card, of course, with that basic information I just spoke of. You know, its duration, its advertised duration, which is on the outside of the box, 293 degrees intake, 313 degrees exhaust, about 600 plus lift right there. At 50, 243 degrees, 259 degrees. So this is not a light duty cam. It's the reason it's Mach 3, well above the Mach 1 and Mach 2 camshafts, is those specifications work very well in the application. And we recommend that you install it at an intake lobe center line of 114 degrees. An intake lobe center line of 114 degrees in this camshaft work very well in the applications we're talking about. If you need some guidance on whether you want to move the cam up or backwards from there, given your application, we may have some guidance for you to move it around a little bit from there. But right now, you know, at 114, this cam will work really well. So that camshaft's in stock and shipping. And the best part of that camshaft, beyond its performance and that it's made in the USA and that we've developed it using our Race Spec engines, is that it's still available at our super low introductory price of $399 for that camshaft, which is a steal. Now, we do want to keep those introductory prices in place for just a while longer. Here are about 2-3 months post PRI. We're starting to raise those prices back up to our normal prices. This cam will go from $399 probably about up to $449 in a month or two after we get through this introductory period. But we have 25 of them in stock and more coming if we need them. So let us know if you want one of those camshafts. But in addition to those camshafts, which we're very excited about, and the ones we're developing, just to let you know, we have plenty of other items in stock and shipping. You know, we started out a little bit behind taking orders of PRI before we had product, but now we have product. For instance, we're caught up and have in stock now our supercharger belt tensioner, which is still available at the introductory price of $549 with a 10 rib or 12 rib aluminum pulley with its double bearings and all the features this includes for $549. Now, we're probably going to raise this up from its introductory price up to a normal price of $599 pretty soon, but we have them in stock right now at $549, and we're going to keep them at that price for a while longer before we raise them up to the normal $599. In addition to those things at introductory smoke and deal prices, we have lots of ARP stuff to sell you because we know how much these things really help in an engine build. We have ARP head stud kits, we have ARP main stud kits, we have ARP, you often overlooked but important super tight damper bolts with the higher ARP strength bolt. We have those bolts, we have flex plate bolts, and we can take care of any of your ARP needs. In addition to those items that we have in stock and shipping that we advertise at PRI, we also have our Afterburner ignition system. This ignition system for $749 complete with harnesses, with everything you need to plug it into your car. You know, you need to plug it into your crank sensor, plug it into a map sensor, and hook it up to your coils. And with a naturally aspirated carbureted engine for $749, you're off to the races with hooking up 2 wires. In fact, when we first hooked it up on the dyno at Tony Bischoff's to test it, I can tell you it's so easy to hook up, we hooked it up in the dark. That's right, the power went out and we used headlamps to hook it up. Came in the next morning, fired up the engine, and ran immediately. This is a very simple, very effective system. If you want to fire the factory coil packs, fire on both plugs, which both plugs being fired is a very important thing. Don't let anybody talk you out of that. And having all 16 plugs working with this low-cost system is fantastic. So we have all that stuff in stock and ready to ship. And you know what we're here for. We're here to help you make your Gen 3 Hemi power dreams come true.